Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of the Saturn 5 build. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. I see Zampmon, PC Load Letter, Sleepsin, Alex, Devness, MLG Pro Lawyer, Deadwing Dick. Hello, hello, and Sleepsin, thank you so much for the sub. 5 months now. Thank you, thank you. And yes, I started a stream and then had to eat some cereal because I haven't had anything today, and I don't want to be starving throughout the stream. Penna Water, how's it going? Lots of wind. It was supposed to rain last night or today. It didn't. There's no rain. NGB is here too. How's it going? Also, to begin, please don't forget to check out our good friend MLG Pro Lawyer. He also does Lego most of the time, actually. I do Lego once in a while. He's mostly Lego on his Twitch channel. So if you like Lego, definitely check him out. Let me turn the light on. Right. And where did I put the rest of the stuff? In here? Yes. So last week we did steps. Oh, well, not really steps. What would you call them when they're a group of steps? Sections? I don't know. But we did bags 1 to 4. And now we're going to do bags 5 to 8. And next Sunday. Oh, this is just stage 1. I mean, we're not done at stage 1 though, right? We still have to do all these other parts count as stage 1? I don't know. Anyway, 12 bags. We did the first 4. We're gonna do the second 4. Oh man, I still have to buy him on. Yes, I need to do that. There's only 4 days left, or 3 days left. So we're gonna get that done. Yeah, I didn't know what to call it because it would be helpful for future builds. Where is bag? Oh wait, 5, 6. I need 7. Oh, there you are. This is how far we've gone, and we're gonna go further. The cameras are working. Yes. And I need to figure out how to do this again. I think. Do we do instruction manual here or? I think here, right? No. I can never remember. Let's do that. Now you might get it. So NGB did who ended up winning yesterday? In the Red Sox versus whoever that other team is. We only know Red Sox. Just kidding. You didn't finish watching? See, even people who love baseball think baseball's too boring. Just kidding. Oh, so that's why you didn't finish watching. Because the inevitable happened. Did you have to close our eyes? Don't watch this! The step 5. Step 5. I'm thinking of making Sunday streams a recurring thing. So in addition to Monday and Fridays. I'm just kidding, Andrew. We'll do Sunday around 3-4 p.m. We'll have a stream. Mostly Lego, and then if I run out of Lego sets, we'll do some video games, or I should just alternate or something. I'll do something. I'll figure something out. Where the hell is... Okay, bag 5. Now I remember. I think I had a booklet here, right? And I had the keyboard further up here. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Too many cables. Way too many cables. Okay, booklet up here. It's starting to get difficult with how big this thing is. So bag 5. I think the bags are getting smaller and smaller now. Everyone says, I really like this time for streaming. It's pretty good for you. Is it, so what time is it there for you? Is it around 9 p.m.? 9 or 10 p.m. for you? I know in London it should be around 9 or 10 p.m. Oh, it's 11 for you. Okay, that's pretty late. Also, hello, Tronics41. How's it going? No, I'm just going to turn on the fan. Oh, 11 for you as well? Yeah, the whole bag of just these. What do you even call these? Grills? Oh, we need to make a lot of these. Just one. Because I would be so annoyed. We need to make 4 of these. God damn it. Alright, and where does this go? Oh, what? It goes all the way inside. That is insane. Wait, how does that? Yes. So we have this, and apparently goes in like so. Huh, that's cool. So there's a, what would you call that? Like a clip or whatever. So 4 of these things. Pre-shined ABS. Oblotsky, hey, how's it going? Yes, this is the superior Danish ABS. Not that German crap. I'm gonna make a lot of these. Three. Spain should have Portugal and UK time too, but we are dumb. Oh wait, so why is that? I have no idea how the rest of the EU works in terms of time zones. I said I don't know why they picked which and what they have. Because I just have a friend in England, so that's how I know what the time there is. Other than that, no idea. Absolutely no idea. Three. I think I might have made too many of these. Yeah, I don't need that many. Whoops. Oh well. I'm glad Lego picked ABS instead of PBT. Can you imagine if all your parts were just warped? Zambuan says, because in the 1930s, so Zambuan's from Spain, in case you haven't figured that part out, we had a civil war and we swapped the time to be in sync with Germany. We have kept that time ever since. So is this why you're friends with Oblotsky? To make your ancestors proud? Is that what it is? This is one of the reasons why in Spain we have lunch at 2:30 or later and we have dinner at 9:30. Oh! I had no idea it's because of that. Okay. That is... Okay, I had no idea about that. I mean, in Malaysia, we have meals really late as well. It weirds me out that places here will close, you know, as in food places, will close at 7 or 6 p.m. on Sundays. It's like, what the fuck? Why? Yeah, and people here would have lunch around noon. Back home we would have lunch, you know, at least an hour later. So it'd be around 1. So lunch could be anytime from, you know, noon to 2, 3 p.m. Do you have him on for lunch? I hope it's not $99. And I hope his lunch comes in ISO. Ha 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 ha. How in the hell do we even... But so we make 4 of these, and then... I'm so confused. Oh, did it only go on top of the USA? Okay, that would make sense. Okay. Okay, I figured it out now. Alright, that seems to make sense, yes. So it only goes on top. Because yeah, there's quite a few sections around here. So we're gonna make some more of these, or well, some more of these, but with the grills instead. So the ones with the flat square will go on the USA sections. Kinda confusing. Because it doesn't really tell you, it just has it here, and then, because it's not, what's the word? Perfectly symmetrical. See, so it has 2 of these sides, with that pipe thingy running across, and then 2 of these big empty spaces. Another 4. Restaurants here open at 12:30 and have the kitchen open till 12 a.m. That's my kind of lifestyle. So they serve both tourists and locals. Yeah, well, and back home, you know, places just, if you're talking about street food and stuff like that, or just food courts, yeah, there'll be food everywhere. All the time, basically. So Zampman, about Hamon, what do you think about the performance so far? Do you think it's been to your expectations? Do you think it's exceeded your expectations? Are there any kids you think are doing more poorly than you thought? I mean, let's not talk about ISO. We know what our expectations were. So these will just go in the rest of the spots, right? Maybe. Yes. This one goes here. See, look at that. So it's still kind of loose. And then I'm sure they'll fill these spaces out. So I'm assuming just in the black spots. Yes. There we go. Zelmon says performance has been nominal with the exception of the 40s, which has exceeded my expectations. Yeah, I have not kept too close of an eye on the numbers. I was just waiting for it to hit 99 and then I'll put my order in. Look at that. So it's getting filled up. Not felt up, but yes. I wonder what's the story with extra parts in Lego sets. Is it just a manufacturing thing? As in, it's accidental extras? Because it's always only small pieces. I'm assuming that's what it is. Oh, bag 5 was pretty quick. You know what's the nice thing about Lego when you pour them out? They don't always, compared to keycaps, when you pour them out of a bag, they don't all end up upside down. That's the thing I hate the most about keycaps. PC Look Letter says, maybe they measure pieces by weight and the small ones are within tolerance. That's what I think. That makes the most intuitive sense. If that's a phrase. Cause yeah, you don't see pieces really bigger than 1 unit or whatever. NGB says, I did notice that about keycaps, so annoying. Yes, it is super annoying. It's why If I had more dedication and creativity, I would make a sort of tray for when you pour keycaps on it. You can just, or yeah, maybe a tray, and then you seal it shut, because most of them are gonna be upside down. Not all of them, but close to most of them. You seal it shut, and then you hold tightly, and you turn it around, and then you lift it off, so that now most of them are right side up. Okay, so we get these yellow and black bars, but the black bars seem to be all longer than the yellow bars. See? All the black bars are 1 unit long. What's that mean, huh? Just one of the yellow. Tyler Durden, how's it going? Just one absolute unit. Oh yes. Look at the size of this unit. Someone says probably because of the center of gravity. Yes. Yeah, of course. I mean, that makes the most sense. I mean, all the weight's on the top. And it's just completely empty. It's like if you're just pouring paper bowls out. They're gonna end up upside down. Actually, no, paper plates are kind of different. Yeah, quite different. But yes. Keycaps, yeah, most of the weight is on top. No, I know why it does that. I'm saying it's annoying that it does that. It makes sense. But I hate it. I'm doing alright. I'm not gonna lie, I was this was the part of the weekend I was looking forward to the most. Because I have the uncompleted set just sitting on my TV stand. And so I have to look at it every day. And every time I look at it, oh my god, I need to finish that thing. I think once this is done, I'm gonna build the Lego Bastion. It's part of the Lego and Overwatch collaboration. Go in. This is a cool piece. I've never seen this piece before. I'm assuming this helps straighten out the axle or whatever. Whoa, what? Man, I remember this piece. For these. Has anyone seen the Lego Movie 2 yet? I haven't gone to see it. I need to find time to go see it. Has anyone not seen the first one? Mini Coops 44888. How's it going? NGP says no. I need to take my kid though. Yes, absolutely. Where's Juan and Emily? Juan and Emily has gotten his kids into Lego as well recently, and so he should plan that out too. Wait. Oh, what? PC Little Letter says I should take my niece. She's super into Lego. Man, I am very glad that now it's acceptable for girls to play with Lego. Cause you know, in my family, my younger sister was the only one that had nothing to do with Lego at all. She played with Barbie dolls and stuff like that. Whereas the 4 sons all played with Lego and got Lego. I mean, she never was interested though. Like, she wasn't just... It wasn't like she wanted it, but our parents didn't give her. Also because our parents didn't give her any, so she didn't want any. But she's never expressed jealousy for the Lego sets. My brother's wife, same thing as well. But no, different. My brother's wife wanted Lego, I think. But the parents would never get her any. It's like, oh, it's a boys thing. She only likes the Disney Princess and Lego Friends sets. I mean, that's still Lego, and successful marketing on Lego's part actually. But yeah. Maybe eventually, sometime in the future, princesses won't be a girl's thing anymore. Maybe. Who knows? 5 of these things. What in the world? 5 of these contraptions. It's starting to get pretty difficult to keep things in and out of focus. Half term ends today. Well, it ends today. That's nice though. That means you're gonna be done soon, right? Can't stay out till 5 a.m. to watch anime. Man, I feel like one day I'll look back and then regret how much I missed out on anime, because I have it's a thing that's passed me by completely. I do not. Then again, I don't watch TV shows though, so it's not like I hate anime, because I don't. And it's not like I'm biased against it or anything, because I just don't watch TV shows in general. So I'm not singling it out. But yeah, I wonder, maybe future I'm like, man, I wish I did. School, I have to be social in real life. Wait, so you don't like school, right? Is that what you're saying? Oh wait, I mean, I think some people actually enjoy it. Who says you have to be social though? You can just. I'm fine in school. I just talking to people in my class. I'm only good at being social in Twitch. I've wondered about that myself. So when I'm in among people I'm not familiar with, so for example school, I am pretty quiet. I just don't say much. Wait, how the hell does this work? Is it all on the... I'm so confused. So it's 2-word USA, right? See, so it doesn't line up perfectly. Oh no. I put it on the wrong spot on all of them. But yeah, so when I'm in class or something, you know, I'm generally really quiet. I just don't talk to anyone. Mostly just out of just lack of interest, I guess. Man, this part is so weird. How does this thing fit? Look at that. What in the world? Because it's not perfectly aligned. It fits for some reason, but I hope I'm not bending any parts. See, check out how close this part inside is over here. See, there's no real wiggle room. And this part has to be off center for it to fit like that. Otherwise you're gonna bend something. That is so weird. Wait, but no, it definitely does bend something. Minicoop says, you're pretty quiet, I'm mute. People think I'm mute. Only talk to family and old friends from when I was social. No one's gonna check, it's fine. Where's the man who had some description of what the parts are? What do you mean, description? Oh, as in, what do they represent, like, compared to the real thing? Is that what you mean? And Mini Coops? Yeah, I get the when I was social part. So, I became way more introverted when I came to the US. When I was back home, and when I speak, so it's kind of weird. So I don't know if you've seen studies about how some people have different personalities depending on the bilingual people or trilingual, multilingual people have different personalities based on, yes, this keyboard again, based on what language they're speaking in. And yeah, this part is so strange. I don't understand this. And so yeah, I am a lot more extroverted when I speak. Extroverted, animated when I speak Chinese. I am so confused about how this part works. Okay, so now it doesn't bend at all, sort of. But it's still a really tight connection, look at that. And now it's kind of off-center, maybe? I don't know, man. Okay, see how this part naturally... So... Normally, this is... what you get, right? And then over here, when you stick it in, the little penis here shifts to the left a bit compared to how it starts, just to fit into the corner over there. Big yikes. Oh, and it's supposed to go on the USA part, right? Maybe? Yes. Someone says also speak. Yes, I speak Chinese, and I speak 3 dialects in Chinese. Oh wow. In different levels of fluency. My Cantonese, I can't really speak Cantonese, but I can understand it for the most part. And dialects in Chinese are quite different from dialects in other languages because they're basically different languages in terms of sounds. Some of the dialects are kind of close-ish. A lot of them are quite different. Yeah, people are like, oh, I know some dialects too. It's like, no, this is not the same. This is really not the same. They all have the same written system, and sure, they're spoken by people that look pretty much the same, but yeah, the different dialects are basically different languages. And if you put someone who speaks, say, Hokkien or Fujian with someone who only speaks Mandarin, they're not gonna understand each other at all. Man, this part is just so weird. This is one of the weirdest Lego things I've done. Minicoop says, after my dad left my family, I became non-social. Oh no. When was that? So I know the 2 big kind of events in, you know, my development or whatever. Well, I guess one in my childhood was when I transferred schools. When I was... Dude, this thing is so weird. No, it doesn't fit over here. What the hell? So it was when I transferred when I was 11. Yes. And yeah, that was probably the first time that I felt that, you know, I was introverted. Because yeah, I didn't go out of my way to make friends or whatever. Zamwon says, then I wouldn't say they're the same language at all. If they can't understand each other, then it's a different language. Zamwon, the thing is, here's the interesting thing. Yes, dialect feels wrong. The word dialect feels wrong, and I would agree. That's why, yeah, dialect is not a good representation of what it is. It's not a good description of what the different languages are. Well, or whatever. But the reason why you can't call them just different, you can't call them different languages, is because, now here's the whack part, they all use the same written form. There are some characters that exist in one dialect and maybe not in the other, but for the most part, the written system is exactly the same. They just all have different pronunciations. Okay, and the last one. See, it's so goddamn random. And the last one. It's just off center, but it doesn't say. Word order and choice sometimes a bit different between. Oh yeah, of course. That's why I said even they have some characters that exist in some and don't in others. The one that stands out to me is in Cantonese mo, and in Chinese, in Mandarin there's no equivalent. In Mandarin it'll have to be mayo, which is don't have. Or, hold on. And also no. Mo also means no. But anyway, yeah, it's a different word. It's basically the character for yo, but without the two horizontal lines on the inside, the two strokes on the inside, out the bottom. And so, but in Mandarin, there's no such thing. There's no such character. There's no such word. No one says that. There's no one-to-one equivalent in Mandarin, but I would say there's not a ton of those. Someone said we could say the same about Italian and Spanish, same writing system, similar grammar but different pronunciation. No, but the thing is that here's the thing though, if like. That's why I said it's very few examples of those, because for the most part it's literally the same when you write down. So someone speaking Cantonese will not understand someone speaking Hokkien or Fujian, but if they write it down, it'll be fine. Like, you know, for colloquial stuff and almost everything, fine. There's no real major difference or significant or noticeable difference. But yes, it is a weird one for sure. That's why people when you tell them to speak different dialects, like, oh, I know some different dialects too, you know, and it's like, you know. Yeah, I don't know. They'll say like, yeah, we have different dialects here in America too, you know? Like, some say pop, some say soda. I'm like, no, it's nothing like that. It's, oh yeah, I don't understand them too. Okay, I should make this upside down so you can see what's going on here. Minicoop says 5 years old. Oh man, wow, that was really, you're really young. Damn, yeah, that's gotta leave an effect on you. Well, at least the nice thing for more introverted people is, yeah, now we have the internet. We can have friends on the internet. PC Load Letter says, hold on. Oh, I read that already. Mini Coop says, I hate everything about Asia. I'm not from Asia, but I respect Asia except the $1 toys made in Asia. There's a lot of good stuff in Asia. A lot. There's also a lot of bad stuff. And the thing about Asia is that it is a huge ass continent, and so you have. I would not, just lump them all together. There's a lot of very, very different cultures. Yeah, like I would not go on holiday in some places in Asia. Oh no, did I just put, oh yeah. Even the region I'm from, Southeast Asia, is not exactly known as a bastion of democracy and justice and human rights. Not too great of a place. Did you guys see that in the Philippines there's, was it 11,000 cases of measles now? Fucking insane, man. Of course, it's still not as bad as Madagascar. Madagascar's getting hit really hard by the measles outbreak. It's ridiculous, dude. We thought we were done with this because of science, but no. NGB, okay. See you later. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Where is it? I guess I could do a search. So Japan has 167 cases of measles. Japan's kind of a unique case because there's no anti-vax movement. It just so happens that there was one generation or something like that, 1 or 2 generations where the coverage was not great. Oh, I've got one section. Let's see. And then Costa Rica is having that, thanks to a French family. And then where the hell is... Okay, measles has grown to a total at Madagascar 68,912 cases since October. So just in the past 4 or 5 months, including 926 deaths. Let me put that in here. Yes, they are absolutely dumb. Retarded, if you will. Okay, so, and then this was, so that was 9, and then there's this. This is the Philippines. Philippines, yeah, tops 11,000. Yeah, the Madagascar one is just, it's because they're so secluded and there's a lot of rural places there. Man, that is nice. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, great. Which is sort of next step. It's making me want to go check my vaccination status, my immunity. Because, you know, I took all the shots I had to take when I was a kid. And, you know, we're pretty good about vaccinating in Malaysia. And I had to take over a handful of shots when I was coming to the US as well. Because if you're under 18, you need to take, I can't remember how many. There's just a specific, there are some vaccinations that you have to take. And you have to show proof of it as well. And so I took, and then for some of them, you know, you have to take multiple shots of that one same vaccination or vaccine. And so I remember there was one where I had to do so it's 3 parts, it's a 3-part thing, and I had to do 2 of those here in the US. But apparently it wears off. So we haven't had a problem for a long time because, you know, even if it wears off, most of everyone is vaccinated, so the disease is basically eradicated. And so by the time you're an adult, when the vaccine starts wearing off, it's no longer really that big of a problem. But with it happening again because of morons, you're no longer safe. This is what we're doing. We're doing 8 of these things actually. 4 with the hinge to the right side, and then 4 with the hinge to the left. Someone said it's so dumb to comment on this issue. Honestly, yes. It's unbelievable. It's honestly unbelievable. You know, back home we were like, oh, there's a thing where you can finally just don't have to worry about this thing. Sign me the fuck up, you know. And so all the kids, you know, and you don't go to a clinic for those vaccinations. They will send the nurses to the school, and all the students will just have it done in school. And so it's a part of a, you know, almost like a rite of passage. You have to do it in school. So everyone will take it. If you don't take it, like, oh, what the fuck, dude? Get away from me. Unless, of course, you have a doctor's certificate for some allergy or something, then yeah. Yes, that's the thing. I mean, it's the same with Nazism, right? Well, not exactly the same, but and wars and stuff like that. Well, because the World War II generation is dying out. World War One, World War II generations dying out. We're seeing that shit come back up again. Because people have forgotten how bad that shit is. You know, people want wars again. People want, you know, genocides. People want anti-Semitism. And then people start denying the Holocaust and shit like that. Because that generation is dying out. And so, same thing with vaccines. You know, we're not seeing measles anymore because of successful vaccination policy and programs. People have forgotten how absolutely terrible that shit is. And I'm like, well, I don't need to vaccinate my kid because when's the last time you saw measles, right? When's the last time? Oh, that's good. There's no more measles. Well, I'm not going to need to vaccinate my kid. I don't want to make them autistic. Someone says, it's not about you worrying about a disease, it's about helping others. I mean, it's both, right? If people don't care about others, at least don't get it, you know. But yeah, it's good to see that which country was it? Was it Canada? That is trying to make it compulsory. So you have to be vaccinated to go to school and stuff. Which, I mean, should be the case, you know, and everywhere. Oh wow, look at that. Oddly satisfying. Man, that is nice. Tally, hey, if you stick around for the end of the stream, got a surprise for you. It's not part of my premium Snapchat. There's no tattoo girl story. No. Nothing like that, unfortunately. We need 4 of these things, so Fanspoiler says, we want nudes. Well, sign up for my premium Snapchat. Or what's that other thing? There's Cam Soda, and then there's another thing. There's another one. I can't remember what the other one is. There's another one with a premium thing. I know some people are doing Patreon as well. Dated the tattoo girl, a video of the tattoo girl. I have not seen her at all this semester, which I am glad. Unfortunately, I have other idiots in some other classes. Trash Arma says, so I don't quite get Lego anymore. It seems they're all about kids these days, not about just creating things with blocks. Like making cool ass spaceships and cars. Oh, kids, not kids. Okay. Yes, it's because of the move towards catering to adult collectors. Because when they were still just primarily just targeting kids, I mean, they're still targeting kids. As in a good way. Not like a pedophile kind of way. But they almost went bankrupt. They almost died. Because they stuck to the same old selling toys strategy for too long. And when you're talking about, it's not just about creating things with blocks. The thing is, you have not seen some of the creations though. So even if you just go on, you don't have to go on some crazy Lego forums. Just go to the Lego subreddit and you will see, yeah, there's still a lot of emphasis on creating your own things. There's software, programs that you could use to plan builds out. So what people do is they use a software. Most people use stud.io. They use something like that, they plan out the build with all the parts that they want for a specific thing, and then they go to Bricklink to buy the individual pieces and then make their own set. And people will upload their own make and upload their own instruction manuals as well. And then there's stuff like Lego ideas. I would say there's actually more creativity and more because of all the tools we have now with the internet and stuff like that, and rendering. And so yeah, people have more ways to create new unique sets, amateur homemade sets. Okay, Google. What? Oh, Google homemade sets. And then they show up.
I don't understand.
Oops. But yeah, it's just because I used to do just my own creations and things like that. I don't have that sort of creativity anymore. I just found our Lego sex toys. Yes, did you see that flashlight? Oh, look at that. Now it's really starting to take shape. And Zama 1, yeah, so it's that, and it's sort of caters to both groups, right? You have people who just want unique pieces and bricks and stuff to make their own sets, and then you have people who just want the finished, you know, they just want to collect complete sets. And so yeah, it caters to both the markets. Cause I like, you know, a friend of mine who was one of the ones who really got me back into Lego, he would buy sets. He would look at the parts in the sets so that it could add to his collection. So if he, you know, makes his own creations and stuff, he has the say specific parts in specific colors. Yeah, so it's definitely all still a thing. And really, there's only so much you can do with completely big blocks like these things, right? The classic bricks. Honestly, there's only so much you can do, because if you want to make it, if you want to give it shape, then, you know, your sets are just going to be humongous. Tyler says, the Saturn 5 looks amazingly realistic. Yes, it is super nice. And 1969 pieces. Oops. Definitely the best detail of this set. But yeah, it's the same thing with sex toys, right? Why do all these companies seem to only target adults? They even call them adult toys, because adults are the ones with money to buy the sex toys, right? Kids won't have that kind of money, right? Yeah, I think that's how it is. Don't quote me on that though. Dominic says, just sold my time TKL. Such a great looking board. I wish I had bought an extra plain PCB or picked a different set of switches other than Xylens. Or you could have had it desoldered. Switch swapped. Eh? But yeah, I mean, I would put that money towards another board. It's because it has LEDs as well, so it's not gonna be too easy to desolder. How much did you sell it for? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, like I said, yeah, it's definitely too much work. Like, you know, if you're not completely attached to it, you might as well put that money towards something else. You're using the Zilio build, right? 450 shipped. Yours is blue, correct? Yes, it was the very blue board. You put Dasher and Dancer on it as well. Look at that. Look at that. Looking pretty good. Man, now I can't rest it on the side anymore because of the wings or fins or whatever you call them. And now bag 7. We are flying through this thing. Fun Sport says, well, that and I don't think kids can go buy dildos and shit like it's illegal. Wait, really? Is it actually legal? I don't think it's illegal for the kids to buy the dildos. I think it's only illegal to sell the dildos to kids. That one says you need to build a sports. Oh, I know. It's towards the end though. Maybe I should put them together first. You're a smart man. I should look up which bag it comes in, and then just build that first. Maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe. Just so that I can at least show it on stream. Because right now, yeah, I can only show it like that. It's kind of a little bit annoying. Dominic says, yeah, I'm gonna be using my Zillios build for another 2-3 weeks. I'm gonna switch over the mod M build to compare. Very nice. I have a feeling you will like the. I have a feeling you won't enjoy the mod M build very much. Maybe, I don't know. As in compared to the Zilio V2. Maybe. That's what I'm assuming. I'm guessing. Yeah, because if you like the holy cheekies and stuff, then you probably like the Zilio build and probably won't enjoy the mod M's too much. Probably. Someone says, will you be able to have the rocket laid down? Thinking about the rest. Crinkle plastic air. Oh, yes. Oh, listen to that. Oh, yes. It's like 2 sex robots going at each other, but these are not your regular sex robots. These are the sex robots that you buy from Taobao, AliExpress. So it's all just made of cheap plastic. Someone says, I'm thinking about the rest of your week and you accidentally knocking the rocket. Oh yeah, I just have it on the TV stand and I don't think I'll accidentally knock it down almost at all. It's just, I don't go close to that area at all. Supports on bag 12. Damn it, why is it all the way at the end? But okay, thanks for that. Yeah, maybe we will do bag 12 today. Maybe. But I won't be in order anymore. Sweet hoodie, yes. Let me get you the link again for like the 4th time. Did you finally see the link? Did you get it? Did you get the same color? You totally get the same color, dude. We can go watch a movie together in the same hoodie. We can go to meetups together in the same color hoodie. Found a zipper hoodie so I can zip you in. Oh yes. Oh yes. I hope it's extra long so it covers more. So you could fit a second head down there. I mean, head of lettuce. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. You could hide a head of lettuce down there, in case you ever need to sneak some out of a grocery store. Oh no, I just... Oh. Deadwing Dick says the mod amps are just probably gonna feel super light after using these 65 gram. Well, what? How many grams are the mod amps? I don't even remember. Red Dead 1985 with the Let's Go MLG. Hey, how's it going? Well, welcome. Another friend of MLG Pro Lawyer. Where are we hiding the lettuce? The lettuce in the lower section of the zip up hoodie. Yes, that's all. He's gonna protect it from E. coli. Fansployer says most adult stores will not let kids in the store. That's ageism, is what it is. $55 gram actuation, 68 gram bottom out. That would be a 68 gram spring though, so probably around the same as the 65 gram V2s. Tactile bump won't be the same, but the weight should be around the same. Because from what I understand, Zeal measures in bottom out as well, and not actuation. From what I understand. I could be wrong though. So is this stage 2? I'm guessing it is. So this is stage 1 and this is stage 2, maybe. Nice. Tefram, how's it going? I'm doing okay. I have not figured out what to do for dinner yet, actually. It's already 5:20 or 5:18, and I've not figured out what to do for dinner. I've not gone boba in a week or two. Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, I think it's been 2 weeks. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe. Anyone here getting smooth 120 hertz in 120 FPS in Apex Legends? I have been lowering my settings to almost a minimum, and my 1070 can only manage around 90 FPS. It's kind of depressing, actually. That's why I try to avoid new games. That way I won't feel compelled to spend on a graphics card upgrade. And this is on 1440p, of course. Trashorama says, this week will suck. We have a trade show this week, so I'm going to have to sit in a booth all week. Oh no. Trade shows. Those things are, yeah, not very fun. My sister-in-law works for the Dallas Market Center. And yeah, she complains about trade shows all the time. She says it's the worst. Like, there are some that are bigger than others because they do quite a few throughout the year. It's terrible. Most of the people who do have booths are not doing it willingly. It's always their bosses pressuring them to do the booth. Like, they're like, why? You know, our department doesn't need a booth. Like, no, you have to do a booth. Have you tried boofing yet? Says the boss. It's a drinking game. Stage 2 was built a few miles from where I work. That is super cool. Is there a... So, do you get to see relics at your workplace? Like, do you work close to... As in... Does your office building have like a shrine almost? For space stuff. Yeah, that is the dream. To work for some place that you could actually like, man, you know, this was, I'm part of something bigger. We have a bunch of really tall buildings where I built rockets. Okay. That's one thing. They built stage 3 where I work. Oh. Man, that is super cool. So stage 3 will be next week. So don't miss next week. Everyone said the same. I do not know what I'm going to have to eat either. Yeah, the sad thing is over here you kind of have to plan it out because most places close at 7 or 6 p.m. here in Dallas on Sundays. So if I make plans too late, then I'll have really limited options. Chewy says next 2 weeks will blow. Next weekend I have to fly to the tundra of Kansas City for my brother's wedding. Then we come back, pack all week after work to move the following Saturday. That sounds awful, dude. I hope your nuts are fully recovered. That sounds like a hard couple of weeks. Again, if you need any help moving, let me know. I think you probably want a big strong man, but I can be a big strong man for you. I can help you feel like a big strong man. Oh yes. Piece of letter says, I hate packing and moving. Yes, it's the worst. I will say what I do enjoy doing, from the packing and moving, I actually enjoy throwing shit out. I know some people are now really enjoying Marie Kondo stuff. I've lived like that for... since I moved to the US, because once you move, you know, you have to get used to starting over. You get used to not having a lot of things because, you know, oh, there's Christmas. I won't be able to stay in a dorm anymore. I have to take all my shit out. So, you know, it's not like other people were like, oh, I'm just gonna move back with my family for Christmas. I'm gonna haul all my shit back home. And you know, if I don't have enough to fit in the car when I come back to campus, then I can just leave it at my parents' house. I can't do that. So I've gotten used to, you know, just chucking shit out pretty often. Yeah, like just this week I got rid of more clothes from my already very small wardrobe. As you can tell, I'm always wearing the same shit on stream. I'm glad men don't put a lot of pressure on other men to wear something different, you know, every week or every time they see each other. I'm very glad, because yeah, it is unfortunate that women get pressure to hoard clothing and to have an unnecessarily large wardrobe. Some people enjoy it, all the power to them, but I know that some people really do not like that kind of pressure. A lot of people don't like that kind of pressure. Tyler Durden says very same. Very same as in you hate the packing and moving, or you love getting rid of shit. Because I love just chucking shit up. Like, yes, I don't need you anymore, go away. I think it's more of just, I think the part that I like about throwing shit out. Okay, Tyler Durden says, okay, as in I lived that Marie Kondo life before was a thing. Yes. So the reason why I have a lot of stuff other than Lego, honestly, even keyboards, I no longer have a crazy collection anymore. I mean, I still have a lot of stuff, but you know, I've been pretty good about getting rid of stuff that I don't use. The main reason I have a lot of stuff, other than for PC gaming and then, you know, some Lego that's from quite recently, the past year or so, it's just stuff for the stream. You know, I have this desk because of the stream. I have all these shelves because of streaming and keyboard building. I have these lights and cameras and all this stuff just because of streaming. Other than that, I don't need any of this shit. Like, you know, my living room is basically like a studio apartment. My bed's out there. I've got some Lego sets out on display. My Lego architecture sets all out there. A TV stand. I've got an Nvidia Shield TV. No couch. I don't have a couch because I don't have guests over that often. And you know, I don't spend a lot of time in the living room. I spend most of my time in here anyway. I don't have a kitchen trash can yet because I can't find one that I like. I've returned 2 trash cans now, I think. 1 or 2 trash cans now. Bought them, found them either annoying or just didn't like the look, and that's why I just ended up returning them. Like, you know what? I'll get one when I find a deal on something that I like. Other than that, nah. VPS's living room is for lubing. Actually, that desk is for lubing. This desk, I used to use it. But the reason why I stopped doing it here is because... So, you all know why people hire other people for lubing switches. Because it's just brain dead. It's just such a terribly boring activity. I would just get insane sitting here because I have nothing to do. Right? Just sitting here. There's nothing to look at. So I moved it out so that I could watch Twitch or some YouTube or maybe even Netflix when I'm lubing switches. So I started doing it outside just so, and then also for the change of environment. Yeah, it would drive me insane when I would just sit here lubing switches. Okay, now we've got more colors. More colors. David Dick says, speaking of moving, I started looking at some places. My current lease is up in the 2nd week of May. Well, 3 months. So yeah, 3 months, good time to start hunting. What are you planning on getting? Are you getting another apartment? Are you thinking of a little upgrade? Thinking of paring down? Are you thinking of just a side grade? Moving to a more rural place or more urban place? As in closer or further from the city. I don't mean like moving out to fucking Abilene. Take kiddo out to watch a movie. Ooh, is it the Lego movie too? I hope it is. Dominik says, I was kind of thinking of buying keyboard and code mainly for the mods, matching up with alphas from Tokyo Nights. Do you think that would be too much teal? It won't match though. Right? Hold on, mods. Isn't it black and it's black and silver, right? For keyboard and co for the mods. Oh, it's black and teal, not black and silver. I mean, there are different shades of teal. So I actually do have both of those with me. I could actually compare the shades. Yeah, if you can find a set that has gray on black, I think that would be cool. I know white on black was okay. I've been trying to talk Originative into making a teal on black mod kit. Maybe if they do it, then you can just buy that. I think that would look super nice. I just don't know about how the teals will go together, you know? Because maybe it'll look great when you have the different shades of teal, or maybe they will look terrible. Because they look too close or something. Too close but not close enough. It's like having a kid or a cousin, right? Too close but not close enough. Wait. No, you also don't want to be too close. Never mind. That's not a good analogy at all. Chewie says, I'm excited for a new place, but we have a bunch of shit. I mean, you've lived in Dallas your whole life, right? As in DFW, obviously not actual Dallas. We all know what we're talking about. Because, yeah, I can see that happening myself if I had never moved to the other side of the world. Tyler Durden says it's the way to go. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you just have things that you enjoy, and then everything else. That's why I don't understand people buy decorations for just decorations or just knickknacks and stuff like that. Man, that shit, like, they'll go to souvenirs and stuff like that where it's just random ass things. I was there. Like, okay, you know that I can buy that from AliExpress, right? You know, if you want to, then at least buy things that are functional from those places so that they actually serve a purpose other than just sitting there. Oh no. Oh no. Put those pieces upside down. How to Train a Dragon 3. I have not even seen 2. I didn't know they have a 3. The fuck? I am so behind. PC Loot Letter says this man needs a custom trash can. 001 trash cans. I mean, there are some that I like. Say, like, Simple Human trash cans are nice. But they're also, you know, are $100, $150, $200. I'm like, you know what? Let's not do that. Because if I had a house, then sure, I'll buy a $200 trash can that, you know, will last me a lifetime. Yeah, sure. But if I'm just living here for another 6 months or a year and a half, no thanks. I don't need that. Dominic says, I'm just moving closer to my new plant since I spent all my time there now. What is it? Is it a... Is it a yucca plant? Is it a cactus? Is it a palm tree? My current drive is about 45 minutes to an hour. Kind of looking for 2-bedroom, 2-bath, something like that. Damn. You're looking for a big-ish place, 2-bath? Are you just... Oh, is it because you're still gonna be hosting people on business trips and stuff when they come to visit? Because you said that that's what you're currently doing, right? That you're expected to host any kind of corporate guests. VPR says, I just got a simple plastic hefty trash can. Black, has a spring-loaded plastic top. Press down on a part and it pops up. It was like $10 or something. Yeah, I mean, I've had cheap trash cans. But right now, you know, it's like, do I really need one? You know, if I can get by with just trash bags in my pantry or something, you know what? I'll be fine with that for now. Soon, maybe I'll make a purchase soon. But for now, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not in desperate need of one. I bought a stainless steel one from IKEA, but I didn't like the foot pedal, so I returned it. You know, like, fuck this garbage. Okay, so these blues sit like so. Like so. This is stage 2. Company's going to still be paying for it. Very nice. Yeah, definitely somewhere closer to the new plant, because long commutes are killer for your job satisfaction as well as just general life satisfaction, mental well-being. Yeah, apparently it's one of the greatest predictors of job satisfaction. Apparently. I mean, it makes sense, right? If 2 hours of your day is just gone to just sitting in traffic, that is miserable. So many self-driving cars. I mean, if I could spend 3 hours just being on Discord or on Reddit, it's not so bad. But I guess a lot of people already do that, huh? They're already on their phones while they're driving to work. I lived off using plastic bags from a grocery store as trash bags for the longest time. Yeah, that's currently what I'm doing. I have some trash bags still. Oh, what the hell is that? Love in a trash can. Oh no. I'm afraid of playing that. Steve Jobs, even when he died, didn't have a couch because he couldn't find one that he liked enough. I read that from his biography. He also didn't have
proper medication, because you could. He couldn't find a cure he liked enough. Maybe he just couldn't find a will to live. Dumbass tried to juice his way to recovery. Okay, we have 2 of these, and these will go here. It's just a song, Anthony. Oh yeah. I just didn't want to play it on stream. It just sucks that with the whole copyright thing and everything, because yeah, you can't really just click on songs because you don't know if your VOD is gonna get muted. Because it doesn't just mute that section, it mutes. It tries to just mute, you know, like a block of time, and so it mutes more than just whatever violates the copyright and stuff. Oh, what? This also just sits on the middle, I'm assuming? Yes. Damn. Some whack ass stuff. This bag, I think, is taking as much time as the 2 previous bags. Yeah, I saw it. It says love in a trash can, right? Two of these. Man, I love this color so much. This sand color, whatever. Such a great color. Oh no, I missed. Oh, there it is. Go here, this will go here. Oh no. We pivot these. Or we turn these. Miles, how's it going? He says, I love this set so much. I have mine about 5 foot from me right now. Love how each of the 3 main stages uses a slightly different method to attach the outer wall. Yeah, I'm working on stage 2. I'm sure you remember a lot this part. Do you have a picture of it displayed? where you are. Lots of small intricate pieces. Yes, it is. Yeah, you don't expect to see all this stuff on the inside, but this is why Lego, you know, I think it's fun to build, because even when you have it displayed, only the builder really can appreciate all that went into it and all the little details on the inside that people can't see. Because if you just have guests come over, even if they like Lego, even if they, you know, they won't be able to tell, you know, what's on the inside. Yeah, but the builder gets to share kind of a connection with the build, with the set. You know the ins and out of it. Ins and outs. Yes. So it's not on the... See, this is why it's nice that Lego has started putting all these weird ass funky colors on the inside of their builds. So this is blue on the inside, and there's all this red, green, and yellow. It's so that you can easily tell and orient yourself with the pieces. It's like on this step, you have these two gray sections that you're gonna put on this thing, and so you could tell that we're gonna put them on the non-blue side. Yeah, whereas if they were all gray, it would be a lot more difficult to figure it out. You would actually have to squint, which I already do too much of. Okay, so again with the colors. So this part will go on the blue side. Look at that. Bag 8. Should we do bag 8 or should we just go ahead and do bag 12? That is the question. Because if I do bag 12, then at least I can just have the rocket lie down so you can actually see it. Oh, but bag 12, that means I'll have to put some of this. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and open up bag 12. Let's do it. We'll set this aside for now. one thing that always surprises me is how big Lego sets can get. So, like, I know how tall 1 meter is. I know this set is 1 meter tall. And even then, this thing is like, oh man, this is a lot bigger than I thought. That's what she never said. You know, like, I know in my head how big it's supposed to be, but then even when I see it in person, I'm like, damn. Is there a name for this phenomenon? Maybe? And there's also the... Use something for scale you will recognize. Is it your penis? No, not like I would recognize it. Not implying that. I think I will need a Ziploc bag for the extra parts. So I have an extra Ziploc bag here. Let me go get one. Wait, right. Oh, I have one here. We're skipping ahead. We are skipping ahead. It only says to go up. It doesn't say to go up and down. Never mind. Okay, where are the stands? So the stands are right at the end, I think. Is this just one? Okay, we need 2 of these things. Ooh. No, it's scratched. No. No, it's scratched horribly. No. Look at that. Because it's such a smooth surface and it's so flat and large. It's scratched. No. Because I was gonna say this color is so nice. This navy blue, whatever. Ruined! Time to throw it in the trash. The trash bag, not the trash can, because I haven't found one that I like. I mean, I have a lot of small trash cans. I just don't have one for the kitchen. Because I haven't found a main trash can that I like. Replacement? No. Imgur is rotating the photo for some reason. Huh, can you maybe try rotating it on your device first and then uploading it? I think Imgur you can try to rotate it on Imgur, right? Maybe? Oh yes, I just noticed the tiny astronaut, guys. Look at that. It's even got the, oh man, with the custom print. That is nice. Check that out. These are really small, by the way. Fortunately, I can't focus any more closely. Look at that. It's even got the visor in gold. Man, that is a really good print. Really sharp lines. Yeah, this thing is small. It's crazy. Is it made to scale with these things? Does anyone know? I'm sure it's kind of close. Sorted itself out. Okay, time to look at the pictures. Is it gonna work? Hey, look, it works. Whoa. See, it blows my mind. Okay, so that's something I recognize by 60% keyboard. And I know how tall 1 meter is. Right? I grew up on the metric system. And so I know in my head how big 1 meter is. But when I see it, it's just mind-blowing how tall it actually is. See, I can't even fit the whole picture. I have to scroll. It's insane. Look at that. Astronauts are to scale. Okay, that's cool. So that means the rocket is built after they because these things came first. For sure. Because these are already, I have some of these already in some of my I think the Arc de Triomphe has these. And then I think that's the only set of these. The Capitol building has a lot of these little guys. And I haven't built that yet. I'm gonna build that on stream. I thought about building it off stream, but since I'm trying to make Sunday streams a thing, I'm just gonna save it for Sunday. Yeah, so that means they already decided we're gonna make it to scale with these things. So that's insane. Because I just thought, oh, we're just gonna fit this into, around 1 meter or something, and then we'll be good. So 1 to 111 scale. Yeah, that is insane. This set is just crazy. There's just so much that goes on, or that went into the design process. I'm really glad I found it on sale, because yeah, I deliberated on it for the longest time. PC Low Letter, you said you tried to get your boss into buying it as a team building exercise, right? So close. Miles says, to be honest, it's a pain because 1 to 110 or 111 it's not a common scale for me to 3D print rocket models to. Wait, you 3D print model rockets? Is that what's in the background? Or are those just fancy dildos? See, if you look at the picture, see these things? I just didn't want to ask. So that they're supposed to be rockets? To the left is the printer. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, I just didn't want to ask, you know. Oh, those are rockets. Okay, rockets. According to Miles, those are rockets. Alright, guys, rockets. Rockets. Not pocket rockets. Oh no, you're gonna need a big pocket. Although I know one pocket that can expand almost infinitely, apparently. It blows my mind how big that pocket can expand. I'm always shocked at the sort of stuff people put in there. And a lot of that, you don't even have to watch video proof. You just hear about people talking about it. Oh my god, I saw this video about this person putting in like, I believe you. You know, like you don't have to show me the proof. I can see that happening. We were actually pushing for the Millennium Falcon. Oh man, that would be neat. One thing you can do, honestly, is not just team building. You could even do a team building streaming thing for charity. A lot of people have been doing that. You could do that. Just say that it's part of, you know, putting it towards charity. Because I know a lot of, not just Twitch streamers, other people as well who just decided to do it on stream. They're not regular streamers, and yeah, there are people who are regular streamers that did it as well. And so yeah, so they would get a group together and do a, you know, it'd be in one session, one sitting. Some have tried to spread out, but I think most of them do it in one sitting, and then they'll do a charity run for the whole stream. And so you can watch the Millennium Falcon being built in one stream. And yeah, maybe you could do that. Maybe you guys could try to propose, hey, we could do a charity run thing. It could give us could be something fun. It's something for publicity, just for fun. Positive publicity, why not? I'm sure your company doesn't need that kind of publicity, but hey, why not, right? For charity. So we got the stands, and then the rest we're just gonna put inside the Ziploc bag. Company's really weird about streaming and stuff. Yeah, I guess big corporations could be. Yeah, they don't really see the point to it, and they probably think that it's cheapening their brand and selling, not so much selling out, but you don't want bad publicity. You know, say someone in chat says some racist shit, and then next thing you know, you have all the mainstream media going, oh my god, did you know that, say you're working for Verizon. Actually no, Verizon's already a piece of shit company. Say you're working for Costco, right? And then you have a stream, and then people show up in chat and they start spouting bullshit, you know. They obviously don't use they don't use the N-word because it's gonna get filtered out anyway. But you know, they're gonna say some shit, and then, you know, because of how fast chat is moving, you fail to see it, and next someone catches it, and next thing you know on the news, oh, Costco push, you know, this is basically the Nazi, and you know, it's the Nazi regime or the Hitler regime. You know, like they're okay with these comments. You're like, who the would see it, man? It wasn't us. Intellectual property leaks are a big issue. Okay, yeah, and then also that, of course. Because the thing is, you might accidentally talk about work, maybe. Like, you know, you don't mean to, but someone is gonna do it. I hate those people, but people gotta do it. It's like, oh my god, we're just trying to have fun. Hey, did you start working on that project yet? And whoa, dude, I didn't think you're supposed to say that. So this is bag 12. This goes in back here. We've got the stands. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that it's okay for people to talk about work outside of work. I hate that. I'm not saying it should be illegal, but it should be socially frowned upon. Because that shit is so annoying. For people who are working and people who are not working that job, it's just annoying. It's like, Jesus, man. We've got the whole week to talk about that. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with school. You know, I really don't, I really cannot stand people who always try to what's the word? Squeeze school stuff into just casual activities. I fucking hate it. You know, say you're out with, say, you're out with your friends, one of them is a classmate, and you know, you're all watching the Lego Movie 2 or something, or you're out playing frisbee, and then, you know, you're talking about stuff, you're having fun, and it's like, hey, did you start that project yet? Hey, you know, I'm thinking I should do this, and then you know, one thing is it excludes everyone else because they're not in on that class, they're not in that class, or they're not, you know, your coworkers or whatever. It excludes everyone, and then you're reminded of shit that you're trying to get away from. Just ruins it. Just ruins it. I hate people who do that. Kind of what is it? Started dozing off toward the end of the Zephyr build because it was way past when I usually sleep. Is there enough leftover switches? Oh, I forgot to reply on Discord. There are 2 extra switches, and I did mention what I can do is I can also swap those keys if those replacements don't work or whatever. We can swap them with some of the alpha keys that aren't used as often, because again, I mentioned that stabilized keys amplify bad switches. So, you know, it could be perfectly fine as an alpha. You know, you can't tell the difference between it and the key beside it, that's fine. But when it has stabilized, it suddenly just sounds and feels terrible. Yeah, so if those 2 replacements are not good or whatever, I can just easily just swap them around. It shouldn't be an issue. Miles says, left to right, SpaceX BFR, SpaceX Dragon. Is there a SpaceX Bad Dragon? A Falcon 1 tanks in the back and a Soyuz in the back. I'm an aerospace engineering student, so I'm really into rockets, if you can't tell. I can't tell at all. And yes, rockets. That's super cool though. Which is why it makes me... I hate to admit it, but, you know, I am not you know, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. Maybe not opposite, but I'm on the middle side. You know, like, it's cool to me, but it's not something, you know, I'm not an aerospace engineering student. I'm not into, you know, that's not me. And yeah, like, I don't know almost anything about rockets like you do. And I should, you know, but I just happen to like other things as well. And yeah, so for the longest time, I didn't want to buy this set, even though I think that's one of the best LEGO Idea sets ever. I hesitated on buying it because I'm like, yeah, but what if people think I like rockets and space and they start asking me about it and I know nothing about that stuff. And you know, I just didn't want to look like a poser. But then it went on sale and it was just $80 shipped. Like, fuck it, I'm doing it. $80, I'm buying it. I don't even care anymore. I'm buying it. And yeah, so I bought it. And yeah, I still don't know much about rockets. But hey, now I know there's 3 stages. Is it 3 or 4? I don't know. There's multiple stages. Yeah, so like, it's still very fun for me, but I'm sure it was even more fun for you putting this set together. PC Load Letter says, skipped ahead for the stands. Yeah, Zam1, yeah, we skipped ahead. And yes, great idea. Because you suggested it, right? Oh wow, that's a good idea. Wow. It must have been a genius who thought about that. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna put this on the stand. How are we gonna do that? Maybe we can put it on the right side. Over here. I'm just afraid I'll hit it. Should I put it on the left side instead? But the book is here. And then, so one of the stands is taller for the tip. For the tip. And this one goes here. Oh no. There we go. Oh, it doesn't fit the whole damn rocket though. I should move the keyboard further to the side. And then still up. There we go. Barely. And I'll move it to the right a little bit. Can I turn the thing? Yes. Aha! Oops. Fun Explorer says, when the guys from work and I go out for beer, we shit talk everything about work that is pissing us off. Oh, that's different though, right? Like if you're out from work, I'm saying it's annoying when it's, you know, say you're all at a party together and then there's some people from work and you're all having a conversation and there's, you know, half of them or whatever are people that are not from work. And then so you're, and then, yeah, and then you bring that shit up. That's when it's annoying because then you're excluding everyone and, you know, I don't have that in my head when I went out. I'm not thinking I'm going to talk about work because I'm going out for people from work. Like, you know, I'm going out for a party or whatever. I'm not thinking about, oh, I'm going to talk about work with coworkers. Because it's not exclusively about work people. Hey, MLG Pro Lawyer, how's it going? Good to see you here. And Miles says, engineering behind these rockets just astounds me. All to just burn up in the atmosphere after 60 seconds of flight. Sounds exactly like sex, huh? All that time, energy, and money for like 60 seconds of action. Miles says, 4 years of academic suicide will mean a good paycheck and more money for keyboards, PogChamp. And maybe some donations and bits, am I right? No, but yeah, I wish I had gone into engineering, honestly. Because I enjoyed that stuff in high school. Physics was my best subject. And I decided, and you know, I was the only graduating student. And so I went to the top school in the state. And not to toot my own horn. And we had the toughest exams, by far actually. And hold on, how many are we making? And yeah, I was the only student who graduated with A's in all the 3 sciences. So we did biology, chemistry, and physics, which I mean is a good cover. So yeah, so I'm just saying that I enjoyed science. I did pretty well at science. But then when I was looking at college, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try some liberal arts. And you know what? I'm good with science. You know, like, I've done that for years. I'm going to try something new. Oh my god, so much fucking regret. Why? What was I thinking? PC Loader says, my company took a huge part of space and rocket history, but I don't really know much because I'm just a software guy. Do they dangle that information in front of you though? They're constantly reminding you of our rich history. And you're just like, oh yes, I get it, I get it. I know I don't know much about it. Okay. Penwater says, didn't know about the Ariane 5 until a few weeks ago in one of my programming classes. It basically blew up because someone didn't handle integer overflow. Oh. Miles says, it's hilarious. They reuse software from Ariane 4, but then compensate for the extra power and speed the Ariane 5 had. Big boom and big waste of money. It's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know if... Yeah. I mean, which one was it that they fucked up the metric and imperial system as well? There was something like that. Maybe that's just... what's the word? Not urban legend. That's what I'm looking for. Apocryphal. But I don't know. You would know. I don't. I really don't know. Miles says, I built it in 10 hours. Just marathoned it. Are you talking about the... So you built this whole thing in just 10 hours? Well, I mean, yeah. I would have done the same, but decided, no, I'm going to stream it. Why not? Yeah, that's why I was looking forward to this all week. I was like, damn, I can't wait to finish this thing. How many of these? It's like a cigarette. Look at that. Parky Bricks, how's it going? Saturn 5 hype? Yes. We're not finishing this build today though. We're just doing... So I'm separating it into 3 parts. Bags 1 to 4 was last Sunday. Today we're doing bags 5 to 8. Although I did take out some stuff from bag 12 to make the stands. And then next Sunday we're going to do bags 9 to 12 to finish off the build. Yeah, so this is the last bag for today. But yes, welcome. Someone wants to shit, my internet's dying. Yeah, don't you have really bad internet even though you have fiber or something just like a few hundred yards down? Fan of water, wow, 60 seconds, what a show off. Oh, well, no. It's nothing. MLG Pro says, how's it going? I heard this is a great build. Yes, this is... I'm trying to think. I think it's a better build than the old fishing store. Well, maybe. I still think the old fishing store is one of my absolute favorites. But in terms of just building techniques and everything, I think that this takes the cake. I think this is better. Because the old fishing store, the roof is really nice. I think that's my favorite part of that one. I'm kind of a roofing enthusiast. I don't mean it that way. I mean in terms of architecture and stuff. NGB, hey, welcome back. Tally says, one of the cool things about the Saturn 5 is that the third stage actually contained an entire IBM 360 mainframe. That was... Oh, the mainframe! I'm hacking into the mainframe. That was repackaged to fit inside the rocket state. There was an independent navigation and computer to ensure that the third stage separated in a way to not interfere with the command module. That's pretty cool. Being an engineer is a great career. Always interesting. Oh, of course. Penwater says, biology. Monk asks, I avoided that class like the plague because there's so much memorization. See, I hated biology at first, and I think biology was the one thing that I found out that you know how there are things that you like and there are things that you're good at, and people will always try to tell you, yeah, kids, when you're kids, right? Like, oh yeah, you know, what do you like? You know, you should do that. You know, do what you like or whatever. Blah blah blah. I found that I think, yeah, at that was the time when I found out that it's easy to like things that you're good at. And yeah, so I hated biology until there was a final exam where I got the highest score in class. I got a 97, and almost no one else in my class got an A. I got a 97, and you know, so I hated biology all throughout that year, because our school semesters are in a year from, you know, that's in the calendar year, so from January to November, and so yeah, so I hated biology for the majority of that year until I got that test back. Hey, I guess I like biology, and yeah, and then, you know, the year after that, I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love biology. It's kind of weird though. I actually enjoyed the I know most people who study biology love the human body and animals, and they hate plants. I'm the opposite. I said, in that order, people usually go in that order. Right? They like the human aspect the most, and then animals, and then the plants. I'm the opposite. I enjoy the plants part the most, and then the animals, and then the human shit. Not terribly interesting to me. MLG says, but the college memories. Well, yes, but I can tell you my college memories were not great, because I went to it was a nightmare. 4 years. Nightmare. 4 years. They moved all the rocket stuff to Colorado about 10 years ago. I mean, it's probably because there's going to be way more creativity there, right? Not related at all to legal marijuana. Okay, do I have this thing correct? Yes. Three parts. Faster than me. Oh, do you have this set as well? Tyler says, Perkins Elmer incorrectly ground the mirror for the Hubble because it put the washer on the wrong side. They mounted it. I know the guy that made the mistake. You know the guy that made the mistake? Holy shit, that is... Now that is a claim to fame right there. Marijuana cigarette. Yeah, that's what it looked like, right? This thing. Okay, so where does this go? So we had that. Hold on. Things like that. Yes. And then we were gonna put this thing here. And this thing is super fragile. Wait. How does this even fit in there? What the hell? Oh, you're supposed to just push down on it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay, now that makes more sense. Okay, now we're doing it. Okay, I thought you were supposed to just leave them tilted. What the fuck? I was so confused. Got that, then... I am so grateful for all these random colors that they use these days. Well, not completely random, but the assortment of colors really, really helps. Parky Brick says, what do you normally stream? I see a ton of Mac keyboards in the panels. Yes, so normally I stream custom mechanical keyboards content. So Fridays I build custom mechanical keyboards. And then Mondays I do unboxings and other stuff related to it. And then now I'm starting. I'm trying to stream every Sunday afternoon as well. So around this time, I started about 2.5, 3 hours ago, and so oh shit, it's almost 3 hours already. Oh, damn. Yeah. So now I'm trying to do every Sunday. I'm gonna do either Lego or some PC gaming, and as in computer, not politically correct gaming. Can you imagine PC gaming's GTA? Anyway, so I still have a few other sets. So after I'm done with the Saturn 5, I'm gonna do the Lego Overwatch Bastion, and then after that, probably the Capitol building, the the Lego Architecture Series Capitol building, and then I also have the Brick Bank. The Brick Bank will probably be 3-4 Sundays as well. And then, I'm pretty sure by the time I get done with those, I'll get the Lego Mustang. The Lego Creator Expert Mustang. Oh my god, that thing. That is set of 2019 for sure. The best. I thought I was going to get the Apocalypseburg, but you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to get the Mustang first. Where's my phone? Probably ask my friend if he wants to go get dinner. Give me 1 second. Miles says they even tested it, but trusted their own instruments when the specialist told them it was wrong. So he's replying to Tally. Huge facepalm. Lens was made in Norwalk, CT. Is it Connecticut? I believe in a little-known division of the company that was involved in optics. Person I know is named Bob Ostro. I met him years later at Bloomberg LP. Man, did he bring it up? That is one costly error. NB says fishing store was so detailed. Yes, the roof was amazing. And yeah, all this stuff on the inside. It's just a shame that I have it displayed in a shelf cube section. Because then you can't see the roof really. You just see the sides of it. You don't really see the top. Maybe I should just pull it out. Speaking of pull out. I was telling my brother yesterday because he parked pretty badly. And yeah, oh, this is because you're Asian. No, my brother's not a bad driver because he's Asian. He's just in general he just doesn't like driving, and yeah, he's not a very great driver. Well, anyway, so yeah, so did a terrible parking job at Target, and he was like, oh, just getting ready to pull out, you know. And then I kind of said, and see, that's why you need to have a small dick. You can pull out faster. So you don't see a lot of... Oh, wrong one. Wait, so this one has the dot thing underneath, but this one doesn't? Okay, yeah. Okay. This one says United on it. Doesn't NASA still use old IBM Power PCs to this day? Penwater says, I enjoyed and did well in math, physics, software in high school. Kind of rolled the dice going to university. Turns out people pay for software. Yeah. It's good that, yeah, I mean, we didn't learn anything about programming and software stuff in schools. At all. None of that stuff. I mean, we still learned a lot more than the average American high school student, though, I'll tell you that. The high school system here is a fucking joke. A lot of people flunk out of college because they think it's gonna be as easy as high school. Whereas for a lot of Asian students, we do well in college, especially foreign Asian students. You know why? College is fucking easy compared to high school. It's a goddamn joke compared to the exams in our high school. United States over here. Oh, is there just an awkward gap there? Yes, there is just an awkward gap there. See over here. There's just nothing there. So weird. But apparently that's the way it is. BC Load Letter says, we spun off our rocket division to form a new company of our competitors so that we could form a monopoly. Wait. Oh, one of those mergers? No. NGB says no budget to upgrade from the IBM computers. Yeah, NASA gets shafted pretty hard in terms of budget allocation. All that money goes to putting more guns in the sand in the Middle East. Why, right? Maybe there's oil on Mars. We should do that. Tyler said to post a picture of Austria in the Discord from the Binghamton, not Birmingham, University alumni page. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out later. It's $450 million just for the next shuttle launch to fix it. Oh man, that is insane. Anybody says, that's why I love my foreign professors. Always pushed me to the limit. Actually got my money's worth. Some foreign professors are pretty terrible, though. Some are really, really bad. Although, I have, like, back at Harding-Simmons, I had one classmate that was a complete ass to this Chinese professor. Even though the Chinese professor, I understand that some Chinese professors have really terrible accents. This one was really not bad. He's been in the US for a long time. It really wasn't bad at all. But his complaint wasn't about that. He didn't like the professor because he said that the professor was really strict in class. The professor called him out for falling asleep in class, and then the professor didn't like when students would use the laptops in class, and then so this guy didn't like that as well. And then apparently he did poorly on this professor's test, and so he thinks that this professor is biased against him. And it's like, dude, this isn't high school anymore, man. See, if you don't like, because this professor, uses kind of the Asian style of examinations, where the tests are actually pretty tough, and yeah, so this guy didn't like that at all. But then again, this guy was just a prick in general, though. He was one of the 3 incoming freshmen who got a full ride. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to make 3 of these. Oops. So, you know, it was me, him, and another girl. The girl dropped out after the first year. So, we took school quite differently. He was just kind of a fucking asshole because he thought that he was like this really smart kid. And yeah, so he would just be openly defiant and rude to professors that he didn't like. And then he would get surprised when the professors didn't try to adjust his grade and shit like that. The stupidest part was when this guy complained to 2 other professors from another class about this professor. He was bad-mouthing this professor, like, yeah, that professor's terrible, you know, blah, blah, blah. And this is a really small school, right? It's like, dude, you know that the professors are gonna side with the other professor, right? They get students all the time. If you're bragging about being openly disrespectful to another professor, I don't think these professors are gonna be like, "Ooh, wow, yeah, wow, that guy is, wow, yeah, wow, I can't believe that professor was." PC Load Letter says the Space Force were correct, all that. Oh yes, don't forget the Space Force. I can't wait for my Lego Idea Space Force sets. Wind is violent right now in upstate New York. 70 mile per hour winds. Same here for Planet Water. It says the last time it was windy. Oh, what is this? Oh Lord. What in the world? Have you guys seen windmills spinning out? Holy shit, that is insane. I just saw some videos on that recently. Oh my god. And yes, NGB actually, it's funny you mentioned on the finance exams because that was a finance class. He was a finance major. Just waiting for my power to go out. I would get A+ on finance exams, the rest of the class would fail, and they would all complain. Just shut the fuck up and read the book. Yes, that's the thing that annoys me the most. It's that if they're testing based on, you know, stuff that's not in the book, stuff that's, you know, random ass shit, then okay, I get why you're complaining, you know, like it's actually not fair. But if it's stuff that's in the book or in the notes, then I don't know, man, like I think that's on you. My school feels like every new batch of freshmen are more and more whiny. I mean, you're just growing more and more cynical. That's what it is. More and more indifferent. Apathetic. It's why I hate any kind of discussion-based classes. I love lectures compared to any kind of discussion-based classes because you don't have to listen to any of the other students spout bullshit. Man, look at that. Pretty nice prints. It says United States. Look at that. USA. USA. Pretty cool. I like this part. It's a nice print. Okay, we're gonna make 2 of these. Wait. Yes. GMK font, no. It's interesting though, right? GMK uses a kind of a custom font. Right? I think so. I know Signature Plastics also uses it's like a Gorton modified or something like that. I can't remember. Anybody says the questions were harder than the homework, but it's applying the theory and formulas. Freshman exams throw curveballs at you. And what it says, does someone complain in physics class because the exam wasn't exactly the same as the exam review questions? What? I mean, if it was sold as, you know, if the professor was like, this is gonna be exactly the same, and then did a bait and switch, okay, then that's annoying. But I'm pretty sure the professor didn't say that, right? Students just assumed that. Making 2 of these things. We are almost done for the day. Wait. Oh, is only one part unique? I think so. That is throwing me off. So if you look here, wait, what? Yeah, I guess the real thing is like that too. Because again, I don't know anything about this thing, right? See, these two have different setups here and here. But these two are going to be identical, but different from these. And these are going to go here. You know what? I just realized something. I think a lot of the, like I said, I mentioned, like, you know, some of the parts are just missing, right? Like over here, usually they'll fill it up. I just realized, yeah. See, usually they'll fill this part up. They will fill, oops, this part up. See how it's just floating? Usually they fill these parts up. You know why I think they skipped on these parts? It's not so much to save money and stuff, but it's so they could get it down to 1969. And so I'm pretty sure that's why. There's some odd gaps here and there. Man, that is still just crazy though, right? Like, you make it to scale with the micro figure and then 1969 pieces. Crazy stuff. NGP says, so annoying test taking is an art? Yes, that's the thing. People bitch about how, you know, oh yeah, I'm just not talented at it. No, it's just a skill. You just, you have to learn it, you know? Like, our school system is really good at teaching that. And so when we came to college and, you know, test classes, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is easy as shit. You know, because it's like, there's, you know, if you take a class and there's, you know, you're presented with a lot of material, some things are gonna be testable and some things are not. And so if you're good at test taking, you will recognize, okay, which kind of materials are gonna be on the test, which stuff is gonna be on the test, and how is it gonna be tested? You know, is it gonna appear as a true false? Is it gonna be a multiple choice? Is it gonna be this? Is it gonna be that? Is it gonna be an open-ended question? You know, what sort of things will I have to know about this piece of information? You know, yeah, it's just shit like that. People just don't think about it that way. I'm like, dude, you just gotta. I mean, it's also the same people who, like, I'm sorry, but I fucking hate taking notes in class. I think it's the most pointless thing ever. I think that it's actually detrimental to studying. Maybe, I don't know. People claim it works for them. I just think that more often than not, you're better off not taking notes and you're better off just listening. Of course, if the professor is telling you stuff that is not going to show up in the book, is not going to be in the PowerPoints at all, then okay, maybe you have to take some. But I think that in general, it's better off that you don't take any notes and you just fucking pay attention in class. That's what I think. And so people will ask me, I'll have, you know, American friends like, oh man, how did you always do well in those? And it's mostly, you know, say econ classes and psych classes. Those were what I took in college. Man, how did you do so well in those tests? Are you always doing so well? I'm like, oh, you know, and I'll tell them how I study. And you know, yeah, I don't take notes in class. They're like, oh yeah, do you take notes? Like, what sort of notes do you take? Like, can I see your notes? And they always ask me that because they just think that I just have these special notes that they can just copy and or read off of, and then they'll get an A in the exam. I'm like, no, I don't take notes. And, you know, here's how I study. And, you know, I'll tell them, you know, like, I also Google stuff, you know, a lot. Like, for my econ tests, I'll use Wikipedia and Britannica, all these other things to make sure I, you know, any concepts I'm not sure about, I'll actually look it up and to at least understand it. And some other things, and like, oh yeah, that's not gonna work for me. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, I have to take notes, you know, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to do well. You know, I have to take notes. I'm like, well, guess what? Your note taking has led you to almost failing environmental science or, you know, microeconomics. Maybe you should try what I've been doing. You know, I think a lot of them are just asking me so that I will, what's the word? Validate their studying methods. I think a lot of them are just asking me so that, you know, they're like, oh yeah, see, you take notes, I take notes, you know, we have the same study method, but, you know, somehow you get an A and I get a C. It's so unfair. I'm like, no. You know, you've never tried how I study. How about you try that? And a lot of them don't like that I spend a lot of time with intense focus. You know, I will cut myself off from distractions just to study. And, you know, most of my studying is just in small blocks of time. It's like, you know, a couple of hours or something before the test. The night before, the morning of the test. Like, oh, that's not going to work for me. You haven't tried it yet. Pen Waters, I feel like I'm better at test taking and studying. Always end up just figuring stuff out on the spot. Yes. That's me as well. And unfortunately, people look down on that shit. People think that, oh yeah, you're just a nerd. You just know how to take tests. You're not actually smart. I'm like, oh, fuck off, man. Fuck all that shit. Feels bad for people who can only memorize how to do stuff and regurgitate. Dude, back home in Malaysia, when I was in high school, most people, not most people, a lot of people I knew, because, you know, I was always, so back home, in most schools, Mr. Keebs, long time no see, 11 month, thank you so much, good to see you here, my friend. How are you? How have you been doing? Let me put the, oh no, I just pressed the wrong thing. It's so hard to reach my keyboard. Please don't forget to check out Mr. Keebs if you like custom mechanical keyboards. He also has some Lego sets. I don't think he's done a Lego stream in a while, but hey, check him out. Mr. Keebs says, good to be here and fantastic, returning from a latest trip. Yeah, you have been away. I see that you've been streaming some. I've lurked in some. I saw some of your YouTube videos as well, but yeah, you've just been missing in action. Missing. A pen of water. So I was saying, back home, our schools would distribute the students into classes based on their grades. So you know, say Aldora High School, I was well, not Aldora High School. The first year is by alphabetical order, and then after that, it's based on your GPA. Well, not really GPA. It's more of based on your ranking. So all the students will actually be ranked from highest GPA to lowest, and not GPA. It's an actual grade average, not like a 4.0 system or anything like that. Like it's actually out of 100%, and so yeah, so most of my high school is spent around other academically inclined students, because I was in the A section of the classes, and dude, a lot of them for English, so I wouldn't study at all for English, right? It's fucking English. They would memorize essays. I shit you not. They memorized essays. So they're banking on the fact that there are some topics that will always be asked when it comes to writing an exam. So there'll almost always be, there were certain topics, hot topics, right? Climate change, immigration. What is another one? Those are the two big ones. There's always one that's about the environment, so either climate change or pollution. Yeah, it's something political. There'll always be something, and so they're banking on the fact that, or some sort of, memory, something like happy moment in your life, something like that, memorable thing. And then so people will memorize essays. They'll have essays that they're just actually just memorizing, so that if they see that topic show up, they can just write that shit out. It blows my mind that people do that. Yeah, definitely a lot of that in Asia. Miles, welcome back. We're actually almost done for today. We're going to continue next week, but I'm finishing up today. Hannah Water says, I hate taking notes in class. The worst is when the professor leaves shit out of the PowerPoint and make you take stuff down. I'd rather take down 2 useful notes rather than spend the entire class scribbling what they say like a madman. Yes, exactly. That's why I hate professors that don't put their PowerPoint slides up on Canvas or Blackboard, I think some people still use. Who don't put it up on the internet. I'm like, why? And what it says, high school, at least in Canada, is pretty much memorizing methods of solving problems, then regurgitating it on the final exam with different numbers. Then you get screwed over in university. Yeah, that is the unfortunate case. Progressive liberal propaganda. This was back home in Malaysia. Our idea of progressive considered very different. Climate change is accepted by pretty much 100%. I would say at least 95%, probably even 99%, probably even 100% of our people back home. And because we see the actual effects, we live in a tropical rainforest nation. We see a lot of effects. We have to deal with pollution a lot in developing country. We deal with all that shit. It's not a political debate at all. There's nothing political at all about that stuff back home. And yeah, so I'm not talking about academics or anything like that. We're talking about, oh yeah, that she's supposed to be, which department was it? But yes, she's spearheading that department. Not the EPA though. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. Both sides, but yeah, so that's not a political thing at all back home. A political thing would be immigration. Definitely was very political. Climate change was basically not. It was basically more of different steps on different takes on how to achieve the same goal. So our state, for example, banned free plastic bags and styrofoam and stuff like that, whereas other states took way longer to do that, and then so so it's mostly just about different techniques and methods and strategies, how to allocate funds. So there's more debate on that than anything like that. All right, see ya, NGB. Have a good night. I hope your power doesn't go out too much, or at least there won't be too much trouble. Good luck with the wins. So this was what we did today. You can see, look at the size of that monster. Clean. Oh Lord, don't get me started on that, cause I found that now that I've taken college classes, and I've been in academia for my whole life, right? I found that environmental science is probably my favorite. Actually, it's the one that's the easiest for me. Like I don't even have to study it. I just read it once and I remember, just because of interest, I guess. And so what was I saying? So anyway, this is what we did today. Check that out. We will finish it next Sunday. We've got 4 more bags to go through. Look at that. It's one girthy monster. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna fit the whole thing on stream, honestly. This thing is huge. Look at all that. USA. And we built the stands as well. Pretty cool. Oh, and here's the thing. So, thank you everybody for being here. I'm gonna run the credits. Actually, I'm not completely done with this part, but we're gonna try it out. Because I couldn't test this unless I was live. Look at that. Mr. Keem says, way larger than I expected. And no, unfortunately, that's not what she said. Yeah. You and me, man. You and me, brother. Okay, so let's look for someone to raid as well. Let's see. So again, thank you everybody for being here. We've got a new outro screen thing. I'm still trying to figure it out. What I don't like is there's too much text everywhere. So I'm trying to figure out. Maybe, for example, like the Friday, like the stream schedule, I can put icons instead of keyboards, Lego Gaming. Maybe I can just put like a keyboard icon for the keyboards one, and then for the Lego and Gaming, I'll put a Lego brick and then a controller or something. I just need to find a way to cut down on words. I think there's too many words everywhere. I really didn't want to put chat in there. I really don't want to, but I know that there are a lot of people who watch my stuff on YouTube. And I need to remind them that it's a fucking live stream, because people will say, oh, why is it 1 hour long for reviews? Like, dude, it's a fucking live stream. There's actual people watching it live, and I'm talking and interacting with people. And so that's why I still chat. It just makes everything look so messy. And I just wish that I could just put all my effort into only Twitch. That way, I don't have to worry about trying to fit chat into the layout. But yeah, it's too many words everywhere. Maybe I can cut it down to not top 10. Maybe I can cut it to the top 7 or top 5. Or another thing I thought about doing was I'll have the cheers, donation, and gift subs kind of rotate like a slideshow thing or whatever. So it'll be one section, but then it'll change, every 5 seconds or something. Maybe. Then that way I can cut off more text. Because, yeah, there's just too much text. Right? There's just stuff everywhere. Chat, definitely. If I just... Okay, look at... if I just take chat out, it already looks so much better. See, if I hide chat... where is it? See, this already looks so much better. And I can put the stream schedule. I can just move it up a bit. Or all the way to the top, or right in the middle of the blank space. It already looks so much better, right? I can put some, there's nothing there or whatever. And then one thing is also, does it look better with the blank background, or does it look better with a gray background? Which one looks better? Let me know. Mr. Keep says, I still see my name there in all 3 columns. Yeah, so thank you everybody. This, because the thing is, I realized that because of how I've been exporting my streams to YouTube, it cuts off the intro screen. And so I don't get to acknowledge all the people that have supported me the most. I don't get to, and so people on YouTube don't get to see it. I really want them to know all the names that have helped me continue with my stream and stuff. And, keep the lights on here. And so the outro, because I keep the outros in my end of credits in my YouTube videos, so I wanted a page or a section where at least people on YouTube who are watching can see all these names. Yeah, so thank you everybody here. If you see a name, thank you so much for all that you contributed. And yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out, so gray or black is better. I don't know. Also, we're gonna try to look for someone to raid. Anyone doing? I see science and tech, because most other people are doing. No, there's an ad. I have to wait for the ad to go through. Okay, so I'm gonna run the credits first then. Okay, let's roll the credits and we'll see how that works. But yeah, so thank you very much for being here. You can see I've got a schedule. That's a tentative schedule. Friday is gonna be the strict, so it's kind of in order of, you know, rigidity or whatever. Friday one will happen basically every Friday. Monday one pretty much as well. Sunday is the one that where it's most flexible. If I do happen to be, you know, have an event or something I have to go to because it's the weekend, then maybe there won't be a stream. Friday I will actually give up on the events just to be here streaming. And Sleepson says gray looks better, but green on gray is harder to read. Yeah, because the thing about black is that I know some people like it. If they have an AMOLED screen, then black looks cool. Right? But yeah, but if it's gray, then it's also harder to see some other colors. But gray makes everything less jarring. I don't know. Think about TX75 and TXCPV2 with the TX. I haven't looked at the pictures, but I already don't like the idea. Gawk also messaged me. I haven't responded to him yet. He asked me about it. He says, like, what the hell is going on with TX? You know, what is going on in Kim's head? You know, he had a great thing going, and now it's like the design is regressing. Okay, so credits. Also, the credits is not. I haven't fit. Okay, so I need to adjust the credit screen. See how it cuts off at the bottom? Yeah, I need to fix that. Where is the thing? Where's my credits? There's too much going on. Hold on. Okay, credits. Properties. So I can make the height match. I think it's 720. Okay, so now it should fit the whole thing. Wait, the credits just completely stopped. What the hell? There we go. Yeah, so thank you everyone for being here today. I really appreciate it. We're gonna look for someone to raid. And as you can see in the schedule, for the next for finishing up the build, we're gonna do it on Sunday. Next Sunday. Is Rocket Sage doing something? Because if she is, then we're gonna raid. Yes! Oh my god, another ad. Oh. But she is, at least from what I saw, the little bit I saw before the embedded ad came in, she's talking about volcanoes. So we're gonna go there. She is part of Twitch EDU and she specializes in geology. So today we're talking about volcanoes and shit. The chat is lava. Don't type in chat. Just kidding. It's okay. So we're gonna go there. Rocket Sage. Oh no, I'm not typing anywhere. I hope everybody has a great rest of the Sunday. Oh, is that a... Yes, I recognize that. It says she's looking at a volcano named Agong, and I'm like, oh, Agong is king. It must be Indonesia. Yes, it is Indonesia. Anyway, so see you all there. Have fun. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of the Sunday. I know, right? Monday again tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna see if we could. I have a keyboard that's supposed to have arrived. Hopefully, I can pick it up tomorrow, and we'll stream that. Other than that, see you all. Thank you so much for being here. Wait, did I do the raid? Maybe I didn't. Damn it! What the hell? Oh my god. I'm an idiot. There we go. Now it's working. Yeah, so again, thank you so much, everyone. I will see you all there. And on the next stream.